In the golden glow of early morning, as millions sip coffee and settle before their screens, there's one anchor whose warm presence has become as ritual as the sunrise itself, Robin Roberts. Nearly 2 decades, she has delivered news, shared stories of resilience, and connected with each greeting of "Good morning!" From breaking headlines to human interest segments celebrating triumph over adversity, Roberts has woven herself into the bedrock of countless households. Her journey, however, has been far from easy, marked by public health battles, personal losses, and silent struggles that transformed her into a symbol of hope for viewers everywhere. Many fans remember Roberts' courageous public battle with breast cancer, announced on air in 2007. Months of treatments followed, yet she returned to her desk with unwavering determination. In 2012, she faced another life-altering challenge, an acute blood disorder that required a bone marrow transplant. Through it all, Roberts remained transparent about her health, inspiring countless viewers with her resilience. Colleagues and friends rallied around her, transforming hospital rooms into spaces of celebration rather than despair. Today, that same tenacity defines her career. She navigates breaking news with grace while maintaining the personal warmth that endears her to millions every morning. Yet today, fans face unexpected heartbreak. Reports have surfaced of a personal crisis striking close to home for the celebrated host. Insiders hint at developments so poignant they could eclipse her career milestone of hosting GMA's 20th anniversary special. Social media buzzes with speculation, and viewers who once saw Roberts as untouchable now fear the worst. What could rock the foundation of someone who has weathered storms with a smile? In the next minutes, we reveal the nature of this news, its impact on her role at Good Morning America, and how it touches on Roberts' enduring legacy of resilience. Born in Pass Christian, Mississippi, Robin Roberts' career spans radio, local television, and national stardom. After graduating from Southeastern Louisiana University, she began as a sportscaster in Atlanta before rising to ESPN's SportsCenter anchor desk, where she broke barriers as one of the first female co-anchors. Her transition to Good Morning America in 2005 marked a turning point. Roberts evolved from sports journalist to a versatile news leader, anchoring breaking stories from Hurricane Katrina coverage to royal weddings. Along the way, she amassed numerous accolades, Emmy nominations, NAACP awards, and industry honors that cemented her status as a television icon. Through each accomplishment, her trademark combination of professionalism and genuine warmth kept viewers engaged and invested in her journey. Despite her celebrated public persona, Roberts has always balanced strength with vulnerability. Fans recall her candid interviews on air about work stress and the pressure to always appear composed. Her transparency became a hallmark. She encouraged viewers to embrace authenticity, whether sharing stories of personal grief or recounting childhood memories of her mother's influence. Openness fostered deep loyalty among her audience, who felt invested in her life beyond the headlines. Now, as rumors swirl about her family and private life, viewers are bracing for another chapter of transparency. Will Roberts once again invite the world into her struggle? Recent reports indicate Roberts is confronting another personal battle off camera. Her younger sister, Sally Ann, has been diagnosed with late-stage pancreatic cancer. According to close family sources, the diagnosis arrived just weeks ago, sending shockwaves through the family and prompting Roberts to cut short her on-air appearances. Production notes suggest she took an emergency leave to be by her sibling's side, a rare absence for someone whose reliability is legendary. For viewers, this revelation lands like a gut punch. Fear that one of television's strongest women now faces a fear many can only imagine. As we explore the circumstances surrounding this devastating news, we consider how Roberts' history of strength may inform her response today. Good Morning America producers have publicly supported Roberts' choice to prioritize family, issuing a statement. Our hearts go out to Robin and her loved ones at this difficult time. We fully back her decision and will provide any support she needs. The network emphasizes that her health and family come first, honoring her decades of dedication. Meanwhile, fans have rallied online under Foul over Robin, sharing personal testimonies of how her transparency about past health battles inspired them to seek care. Prominent colleagues have pledged to fill in for her on air, ensuring continuity while she's away. As America's morning routine adjusts to one missing voice, viewers are left wondering how long Roberts will remain off-screen and how this absence will affect GMA's dynamic. In the next section, we will explore the network's contingency plans, the projected timeline for Roberts' return, and the possible long-term implications for her illustrious career. Stay tuned for exclusive insights and analysis. As GMA's executive producers scrambled to adjust the morning lineup, veteran co-anchor George Stephanopoulos and fill-in host Amy Robach have stepped into Robin Roberts' role with practiced finesse. Sources tell us that Stephanopoulos, drawing on his decades of political reporting, is crafting questions to maintain both the hard news segments and the warm, conversational tone viewers expect. Amy Robach, who shares a close friendship with Robin off-screen, has delivered personal anecdotes and light-hearted banter, softening the blow of Roberts' absence. Production meetings have been extended to allow extra rehearsal time, ensuring the chemistry among the hosts remains seamless. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, writers are repurposing evergreen human interest capsules, those inspiring stories of resilience that Roberts championed, so GMA can pause on breaking news that feels too raw without her steady presence. The network's contingency blueprint appears comprehensive. Should Roberts' leave extend beyond a few weeks, a rotating roster of fill-in anchors has been prepared. Gina Rodriguez lending her Emmy-winning charm to Lara Spencer offering lifestyle expertise. Each potential guest host has been briefed on GMA's editorial priorities and Roberts' interviewing style. Spreadsheet schedules outline every shift, noting who will cover special segments like Cooking Up Joy or Heroes Among Us. Producers even built in a guest correspondent slot for former GMA anchors, an acknowledgement that regaining a sense of family is as important on screen as it is off. In private calls, ABC executives emphasize that this strategy reflects a core value they share with Roberts: caring for people, not just ratings. Nonetheless, ratings are a vital concern. Good Morning America has historically competed neck and neck with NBC's Today Show. Insider memos reveal a guarded optimism. Early Nielsen points indicate only a minor dip in viewership since Roberts' departure. Loyal fans have tuned in to see how her friends fill that void rather than abandoning the show altogether. However, some demographic shifts have emerged. Older viewers, who remember Roberts' childhood struggles as well as her professional achievements, are texting and tweeting for her return. Young viewers, accustomed to high-energy segments, seem more open to exploring different host pairings. Social media sentiment analysis shows a surge in positive comments for temporary hosts while also registering thousands of messages simply asking, "Where's Robin?" These data points underscore the extent to which her presence is woven into America's morning ritual. Among industry observers, the question circulates, how long can GMA sustain this model before fans grow restless? Network strategists warn that prolonged absences of marquee personalities often result in gradual migration of viewers to competitors or digital platforms. On the other hand, a well-executed fill-in rotation can deepen audience appreciation for the ensemble cast, reminding viewers that the strength of Good Morning America lies in its collective talent. For now, ABC is betting on the latter, highlighting informative scholarship features and community-driven initiatives that echo Roberts' own passions, thus reinforcing the feeling that the show's mission transcends any single host's temporary unavailability. Turning inward, the impact on Roberts' own brand cannot be ignored. Though long synonymous with GMA, her career extends far beyond the anchor desk. Publishers are monitoring inquiries about her next book deal, an anticipated memoir weaving her battles with breast cancer, myelodysplastic syndrome, and now her sister's condition. Speaking engagements scheduled for national conferences and charitable galas are reportedly being postponed or moved to virtual forums. Media trainers advise her team to preserve momentum by releasing recorded interviews from her personal archives, interspersed with messages of gratitude to supporters. A tailored social media campaign, a strength through siblings, has been discussed to maintain public engagement while respecting Roberts' privacy during her family's ordeal. Behind closed doors, ABC's legal and human resources teams have prepared a contract addendum granting Roberts flexibility to extend her leave without penalty. The amendment allows for a pro-rated salary adjustment and ensures her anchor chair remains reserved upon her return. Health benefits continue uninterrupted for her and her family, and a temporary production shuttle has been arranged to transport Roberts between her home, the hospital, and the studio when necessary. This level of logistical support speaks to her importance within the network's ecosystem, and to the depth of loyalty she's cultivated over decades. Looking ahead, Roberts' potential return date hinges on her sister's treatment plan, which medical experts describe as both aggressive and experimental. Family insiders share that Roberts' commitment to Sally, Anne's care may lead to extended time away, possibly spanning several months. ABC executives privately acknowledge this likelihood and are bracing for a transition plan that could feature Roberts contributing remotely via pre-recorded sit-down interviews or special packages. This hybrid model would allow her to remain visible and active without compromising her family responsibilities, blending her journalistic rigor with the compassion viewers have come to expect. From a long-term perspective, Roberts' hiatus offers an opportunity to reimagine the show's resilience. By empowering other on-air talents to step into lead roles, GMA can cultivate a bench of future stars. Meanwhile, Roberts herself stands to benefit from a strategic re-entry. Upon her eventual return, producers may choose to frame it as a celebratory reunion, highlighting her sister's progress and her own journey, thereby delivering an emotional resurgence that could spike ratings and renew audience affection. Such a grand comeback, carefully choreographed, would underscore the narrative arc that has defined Roberts' career, overcoming adversity with grace and using her platform to uplift others. In this delicate balance between operational necessity and human compassion, Good Morning America is treading familiar territory, honoring the personal needs of a beloved figure while safeguarding the show's reputation and performance. As Robin Roberts navigates this heartbreaking chapter alongside her sister, viewers across the nation hold their breath for updates on both the personal and professional front. In the next section, we will delve deeper into Sally, Anne's medical journey, the treatment options available, and how Roberts' public persona may evolve once she steps back into the anchor chair. While Good Morning America recalibrates its on-air lineup, the conversation naturally shifts to the heart of the matter: Sally, Anne's medical battle, and what lies ahead for both sisters. According to family sources, doctors diagnosed her with stage IV pancreatic cancer after routine tests revealed an unexpected mass. Pancreatic cancer is notoriously aggressive, with a 5-year survival rate of less than 10%. Yet in recent years, advances in precision medicine and immunotherapy have offered new avenues of hope. Anne's care team, comprising leading oncologists at MD Anderson and a specialist in personalized genomic treatments, has devised a multifaceted plan combining targeted chemotherapy, checkpoint inhibitors, and a novel vaccine trial. While the road is fraught with uncertainty, these emerging therapies have extended remissions for some patients once considered untreatable. In private conversations, Robin has been described as laser-focused on her sister's treatment regimen. She's navigated complex clinical trial agreements, juggled hospital room visits with telehealth consultations, and coordinated with a pediatric research unit offering an experimental RNA-based therapy. Insiders tell us Robin even hired a dedicated patient advocate to streamline appointments and liaise with insurance providers, a testament to her commitment and resourcefulness. Each advance, each promising scan, sends ripples of cautious optimism through both families and fans. Viewers who once admired her for battling illness themselves now watch as she channels that same fierce determination into Sally, Anne's care. Yet the sisters' shared journey is about far more than medicine. Beyond IV drips and infusions, Sally, Anne, and Robin have embraced moments of profound connection. Quiet conversations at dawn, listening to soul songs on GMA's playlist, and planning small celebrations for each treatment milestone. These poignant snapshots, glimpsed through occasional Instagram posts, blurred behind the scenes photos of hospital bedside bouquets or Robin's hand clasping Sally, Anne's, remind viewers that behind every breaking story lies a story of two women bound by love. It's this emotional authenticity that will likely define Robin's eventual return to the anchor desk, shaping not only what she says on air but how she says it. When she steps back behind that familiar desk, fans expect more than headlines. They'll anticipate a nuanced evolution of her public persona, one that weaves journalistic authority with renewed empathy. Imagine Robin opening a GMA segment by honestly reflecting on the weight of reporting tragic news when your own family faces its gravest fight. Such a moment, unfiltered and raw, could redefine the morning show genre, blending hard news with the real, life challenges of its own anchors. Sponsors and network executives recognize the potential impact. Deeply personal storytelling can resonate at a level that pure headlines cannot, creating bonds that drive loyalty, social media engagement, and even streaming numbers on digital platforms. But crafting that narrative demands sensitivity. Robin and ABC must strike a balance between transparency and privacy, sharing enough to inspire and inform, yet safeguarding Sally Ann's dignity and well-being. Early discussions suggest they may develop a limited Robin and Sally Ann documentary series or special segments, capturing the sisters' journey through candid interviews, doctor consultations, and moments of sisterly humor. By controlling the narrative, ABC can preempt speculative tabloids and ensure the story aligns with the Roberts family's wishes. Viewers, in turn, would receive an intimate portrayal that honors both the gravity of cancer treatment and the enduring power of family love. Behind the scenes, production teams are already exploring technical considerations, integrating live hospital feeds with studio setups, scheduling remote interviews around treatment windows, and ensuring medical advisors are on hand to contextualize clinical updates for a mainstream audience. Legal and ethical protocols will govern every frame. HIPAA guidelines, consent forms, and pre-approved scripts to protect patient confidentiality. Even the makeup and wardrobe departments adapt softer lighting, gentle color palettes, and wardrobe choices that reflect warmth rather than glitz. In many ways, Robin's re-entry will be as much a production feat as a personal milestone. Of course, not all viewers may embrace this deeper vulnerability. Some may yearn for the familiar pre-crisis morning show, bright segments, lifestyle tips, and light banter. But history suggests audiences are hungry for authenticity. When anchors share their true selves, ratings often rise. Consider previous television moments when hosts revealed life-changing events. Viewership spikes sometimes reached double digits, fueled by public support. Advertisers pay attention, too. Brands aligned with themes of strength, care, and resilience will likely invest in sponsored content that dovetails with Robin's narrative. Looking further ahead, Roberts' eventual return could spark new opportunities beyond GMA. Networks might court her for a prime-time special on the intersection of celebrity and serious illness, or streaming platforms could bid for an in-depth docuseries tracing her career and personal trials. Philanthropic partnerships are also on the table. Rumors swirl of a Robin and Sally Ann Cancer Research Fund, in collaboration with the American Cancer Society. With Roberts' track record of advocacy, initiatives could raise millions and galvanize public attention on pancreatic cancer, a disease that historically receives a fraction of research funding compared to its mortality rate. But at its core, this story remains intensely personal. In the weeks to come, viewers will measure every update on Sally Ann's scans, every word Robin shares about her sister's spirit, and every tear or smile that passes between them on screen. As they do, they'll be reminded that even icons of strength are human, vulnerable to life's greatest challenges. And perhaps, as Robin Roberts once helped viewers navigate their darkest moments, now America will rally to support her and her family. Proof that the bond between anchor and audience can transcend mere ratings. In the next section, we'll explore how GMA's marketing team plans to manage viewer expectations, the projected timeline for phased broadcasting of Robin's return, and how this intimate chapter could reshape the future of morning television. As news of Robin Roberts' personal leave rippled through media circles, Good Morning America's marketing team swung into action, crafting a narrative both respectful and compelling. Their first move was a strategic tease short video clips on GMA's social channels hinting at a special announcement from Robin, without revealing details. Behind the scenes, digital strategists scheduled these teasers to drop just before key morning commute hours, between 7:15 and 7:45 a.m., when engagement peaks. Each clip featured Robin's unmistakable voice softly stating, "I'll be back soon," paired with behind-the-scenes footage of her walking toward the studio. The subtle implication: viewers were invited to anticipate her return while respecting her privacy. This approach generated tens of thousands of likes and shares within hours, fueling speculation without crossing into sensationalism. Simultaneously, the marketing team aligned with public relations to prepare an official statement, timed to coincide with the release of her first public update on Sally Ann's treatment. Drafted in collaboration with Roberts' spokesperson, the statement balanced gratitude, with lines like, "We're thankful for the outpouring of support," and forward momentum. Robin looks forward to rejoining her GMA family soon to continue sharing stories of hope. Industry insiders note that coordinating those two releases was critical. It ensured the narrative remained focused on family bonds and resilience, rather than the mechanics of television scheduling. By front-loading empathy, GMA reinforced its brand values and its presenters' authenticity. In parallel, GMA's on-air promos began to evolve. Rather than merely airing generic, "Get ready for more GMA" spots, editors spliced together moments from Robin's most heartfelt interviews. Clips of her consoling parents after loss segments, her triumphant return after bone marrow transplant, and her laughter during feel-good human interest stories. Each promo closed with the tagline, "Robin Roberts, back to capture every sunrise," signaling that her unique perspective would soon grace screens again. By framing her return as a shared experience, something viewers could look forward to together, the team tapped into communal anticipation, turning an anchor's absence into a collective event. Behind the scenes, a precise timeline emerged. Phase 1 would be Robin's virtual cameo, a pre-recorded Morning Minute segment delivered remotely from her sister's hospital room. Her face softly lit by hospital lights, her tone equal parts news, anchor confidence, and sisterly warmth. That segment was slated to premiere during the week following her emergency leave. Phase 2 involved a hybrid format, live-in studio appearances once a week, interspersed with her regular updates. Producers penciled in Wednesdays as Robin Day, symbolically midweek, when viewers most needed a morale boost, and reserved her favorite chair next to the coffee cart set. Phase 3, the grand re-entry, targeted a 4-week Horizon Alive, 2-hour special celebrating her recovery and Sally Ann's progress, featuring interviews with medical experts, surprise guest appearances by former GMA colleagues, and viewer-submitted messages of support. That special would carry the working title, Morning with Robin, a reunion, underscoring both the communal and personal dimensions of her comeback. To manage viewer expectations, the marketing team also developed a Road to Robin microsite seamlessly integrated into GMA's main page. Here, users could RSVP for live streaming events, view a countdown clock to her first hybrid appearance, and even submit questions for her special segment. Interactive polls, asking fans to choose the color palette for her return wardrobe or select her comeback theme music, helped audiences feel personally invested in the process. Data analysts monitored engagement metrics in real time, adjusting promotion placements and email reminders based on click-through rates and page dwell times. That level of precision ensured that each touchpoint resonated with the segment most likely to interact. Whether longtime viewers nostalgic for her early ESPN days or younger digital-first audiences following her on Instagram. Beyond the immediate timeline, GMA strategists see Robin's intimate chapter as a blueprint for the future of morning television. They've begun internal workshops on crisis-driven content management, using this experience to build best practices for integrating personal narratives into news programming without sacrificing editorial integrity. Executives are already talking about developing a real moments, vertical, occasional deep dive specials where anchors share life updates, backed by rigorous reporting and expert commentary. The idea is to humanize news anchors to the point that their personal journeys become trusted storylines, deepening viewer loyalty and opening new sponsorship opportunities in healthcare, philanthropy, and wellness sectors. Revenue models are also being reimagined. Advertisers aligned with health and family-oriented brands are eager to sponsor Robin's return segments, seeing a natural fit between their messaging and her narrative. Negotiations are underway for integrated sponsorships, healthcare provider roundtables, wellness app walkthroughs, and philanthropic spotlights embedded within her comeback special. This approach not only offsets production costs, but adds value for partners by associating their brands with a message of hope and recovery. Internal projections estimate a 15% uplift in ad rate premiums for Robin branded slots, given her proven track record of driving engagement and social media buzz. Moreover, digital expansion is on the horizon. GMA's podcast arm is developing a limited series, tentatively titled Sunrise Stories with Robin, where Roberts will interview everyday heroes, people who have overcome health crises just as she and her sister are doing. This content strategy leverages cross-platform synergy. Clips from the podcast can feed back into morning show teasers, while longer segments live on streaming services for on-demand audiences. By diversifying formats live, taped, audio, digital, GMA ensures that Robin's story touches every corner of the network's ecosystem, cementing her influence and stretching her return far beyond the traditional 7 to 9 a.m. window. For viewers, this orchestrated rollout promises both continuity and evolution. They'll get the Robin Roberts they know, the reassuring tone, the incisive interviews, the genuine laughter, yet also new dimensions: candid hospital room candor, deeper personal narratives, and a more immersive digital experience. By managing the narrative arc with precision, GMA positions her return as a cultural moment, akin to a season premiere or a high-profile awards broadcast. Ultimately, this blend of heartfelt storytelling, strategic timing, and cross-platform innovation could redefine not only Robin Roberts' role, but the very nature of morning television. As Robin Roberts' return draws near, the implications extend far beyond a single morning broadcast. Industry analysts predict the ripple effect will touch every facet of Good Morning America's ecosystem. From advertising revenue and affiliate negotiations to long-term brand partnerships and talent development strategies. Early projections estimate a 10–15% surge in affiliate renewals as local stations leverage viewer excitement to renegotiate carriage fees and sponsorship packages. National advertisers, particularly those in healthcare, wellness, and family-oriented products, are already lining up to secure slots during her segments, anticipating that her presence will drive higher click-through rates on digital banners and social media promos. Beyond immediate ad buys, the network's licensing arm is exploring branded content opportunities tied to Robin's personal journey. Discussions are underway with major health networks to produce a joint Rise and Recover series, sponsored by a leading pharmaceutical company, that pairs Roberts with medical experts and survivors to demystify breakthroughs in cancer and blood disorder treatments. This extension of her brand positions her as an authoritative advocate and creates new revenue streams in the documentary and long-form digital format markets. Streaming platforms have expressed interest in co-producing these specials, recognizing the cross-generational appeal of her story and the evergreen interest in medical resilience narratives. At the affiliate level, station managers are planning live viewing events and community tie-ins. For example, local hospitals and cancer support centers are partnering with ABC affiliates to host coffee and conversation mornings, screenings of Robin's on-air updates followed by Q&A panels with oncology specialists. These events not only reinforce GMA's community outreach mission, but also create sponsorship opportunities for local businesses and nonprofits. Market research indicates that viewers who attend in-person events demonstrate stronger loyalty and are 25% more likely to recommend the show to friends and family, suggesting that Roberts' return can catalyze grassroots audience growth. Meanwhile, Robin's colleagues are preparing tribute content designed to honor her journey. Producers plan a Moments with Robin anthology, short clips highlighting her career milestones, personal challenges, and uplifting interviews, rotated throughout the broadcast day. This content serves dual purposes. It maintains viewer engagement during off-air hours and provides seamless transitions into her live return. Social media teams will repurpose these vignettes for Instagram Reels, TikTok Stories, and YouTube Shorts, each with custom captions like, "Why missed you, Robin?" or teasers such as, "Wes who's back this Wednesday." The anticipated engagement rates for these bite-sized clips are projected to be twice the norm, underscoring her unmatched connection with digital audiences. On the talent front, Robin's reemergence sets a new benchmark for anchor longevity and cross-platform influence. Contract negotiations for her renewal will likely include expanded creative control, allowing her to curate special segments, select guest contributors, and develop original series under the GMA banner. Such empowerment reflects a broader trend toward talent-driven content creation in broadcast news, where personalities become mini-brands within the network ecosystem. Executives believe that granting Roberts a producer credit on her return special and future projects will not only honor her contributions, but also incentivize her deep involvement in content strategy. For rising journalists and on-air talent, this moment provides a case study in career resilience. Internal training sessions are planned, where Roberts will share insights, from navigating public health disclosures to balancing transparency with privacy. These workshops, part of ABC's Next Generation Talent Incubator, aim to equip emerging anchors with the skills needed for a media landscape increasingly driven by personal narratives. By formalizing her mentorship role, ABC transforms Roberts' return into a catalyst for institutional learning, ensuring her impact resonates well beyond her own tenure. Financially, the return also influences GMA's subscription and streaming metrics. While the morning show is free to air, ABC's digital platforms track user registrations when content goes behind a paywall. Early data suggests that exclusive Robin-centered clips will drive a 20% uplift in new sign-ups for ABC's streaming app during her comeback week. This user growth is crucial as the network pivots toward a hybrid ad and subscription model, blending linear broadcasting with direct-to-consumer offerings. Should these numbers hold, GMA executives envision packaging Morning with Robin as a premium digital mini-series available on streaming services, further monetizing her story. Turning to the audience, the emotional investment is palpable. Fan forums on Reddit have erupted with threads speculating on her wardrobe choices, the first question she'll ask guests upon return, and how she'll acknowledge her sister's condition on air. Psychographics indicate that viewers feel personally connected to Roberts, seeing her not merely as an anchor but as a trusted confidante. This bond translates into tangible support. Cancer awareness fundraisers themed around Robin's fight have raised tens of thousands of dollars in recent days. Nonprofits credit her influence with driving spikes in donation traffic, showcasing the soft power Roberts wields beyond news desks. Yet, with opportunity comes risk. Executives caution against overexposure, warning that too many Robin-branded specials within a short span could dilute their impact. Careful pacing of content releases is critically spacing out specials, digital podcast episodes, and community events allows each initiative to shine without audience fatigue. Legal advisors also stress the importance of consent and sensitive editing, ensuring Sally Ann's medical updates are shared respectfully and within agreed parameters. Maintaining that ethical guardrail protects both the family's privacy and GMA's journalistic credibility. As we look toward the final section, the question remains, how will Robin Roberts' comeback reshape the future of morning television and anchor branding? Will her return cement a model where personal trials enhance professional narratives? Or will networks draw boundaries to shield anchor privacy? In the concluding segment, we'll explore potential industry-wide reverberations, forecast emerging trends in news programming, and consider how this chapter in Roberts' career might influence the next generation of broadcast journalists. In the months to come, the ripple effects of Robin Roberts' return will stretch far beyond Good Morning America's studio walls. Television executives across networks are already analyzing her hybrid crisis to comeback strategy, debating whether the integration of deeply personal narratives can fortify anchor credibility and foster enduring audience loyalty. NBC insiders report that workshops on anchor authenticity are in the planning stages, while streaming services explore signature-hosted documentaries built around a journalist's real-life challenges. Market data suggests viewers increasingly remain tuned in when anchors share elements of their own stories, provided the disclosures feel sincere, not scripted. As networks calibrate their own playbooks, one thing becomes clear: the era of strictly impersonal news anchoring may be drawing to a close. Equally significant is the evolving relationship between sponsorship and storytelling. Advertisers, once wary of humanizing anchors to the point of vulnerability, now recognize the potential for powerful brand associations. Last year, an automotive sponsor created a Drive to Donate campaign with a news host confronting a personal cause. Engagement rates soared, social media mentions spiked, and direct contributions quadrupled compared to typical PSA formats. In the coming year, healthcare, wellness, and lifestyle partners will seek bespoke integration deals that align their messaging with anchor narratives, creating a new class of brand-anchored content that marries emotional resonance with product placement. This shift promises to transform the economics of morning shows by balancing traditional ad revenue with impact-driven sponsorship. On the production side, content teams are refining models to accommodate real-time crisis updates. Live remotes from treatment centers, pre-recorded 360-degree hospital tours, and evergreen personal story capsules will likely become standard offerings. Producers are developing ethical checklists to ensure that any personal segment undergoes rigorous review, both editorially and creatively. to maintain narrative coherence and protect privacy. If Robin Roberts' milestone return yields positive viewer sentiment without overexposure, other anchors may be encouraged to broker similar deal-structured leaves of absence, phased comebacks, and cross-platform storytelling tie-ins. Ultimately, newsrooms could even adopt semi-annual anchor sabbaticals as part of their wellness initiatives, signaling that personal health and family come first. But with opportunity comes complexity. Privacy concerns remain paramount. While audiences reward vulnerability, they can quickly react against perceived intrusion. The industry will need to establish new standards, ensuring that any personal content, especially regarding family health, is fully consensual and woven into a show's broader journalistic framework. Legal and ethical advisors may draft guidelines limiting the frequency and depth of personal disclosures, protecting anchors from commercial pressure to share too much. Networks could even institute independent oversight boards to adjudicate disputes over privacy boundaries, reflecting a growing recognition that respect for personal space is as critical as delivering newsworthy content. Technology will also play a starring role in this evolution. Augmented reality overlays, immersive studio designs, and interactive digital portals enable viewers to engage with anchor stories in novel ways. Imagine scanning a QR code on screen to access a timeline of treatment milestones, or tapping a mobile app to submit questions that appear live during a segment. AI-driven sentiment analysis will inform producers in real time whether a story resonates or risk fatigue, allowing quick adjustments. In Robin Roberts' case, social listening tools monitored hashtags like #PetWillOverRobin to shape promo pacing and tailor outreach. Ultimately, data-driven personalization may become the gold standard for morning television strategies. Training and mentorship for the next generation of broadcast journalists will mirror these new paradigms. Journalism schools propose courses on storytelling with vulnerability, teaching aspiring anchors how to balance factual reporting with personal engagement. Media training firms are designing simulations where anchors practice disclosing sensitive health news in controlled settings, learning to navigate emotional interviews without sacrificing composure. Moreover, veteran journalists like Roberts will likely be invited as guest lecturers or curriculum advisors, institutionalizing lessons learned and ensuring tomorrow's anchors carry forward principles of empathy, transparency, and ethical storytelling. Looking ahead, the legacy of this moment could reshape global broadcasting norms. Overnight news agencies in Europe and Asia have quietly contacted ABC to discuss cultural adaptations, wondering if audiences in their markets would embrace similar authenticity. While regional differences in journalistic customs may require modifications, the fundamental appeal of human connection transcends language barriers. In an age when digital echo chambers and misinformation erode trust in media, anchors who open a window into their own lives may uniquely rebuild confidence and foster genuine relationships with viewers around the world. As this landmark chapter unfolds, Robin Roberts' journey offers a powerful template for balancing personal trial and professional responsibility. Her carefully orchestrated return honors not only her own story, but also speaks to broader aspirations. News anchors can be both objective narrators and living embodiments of the resilience they champion. If GMA's sweeping marketing initiatives, production innovations, and sponsorship partnerships succeed, a new model for morning television will emerge. One where personal authenticity becomes a cornerstone of journalistic integrity rather than its antithesis. Ultimately, the measure of this comeback will lie not in ratings spikes or revenue gains, in the lasting bond it fosters between anchors and audiences worldwide. Proof that in the face of adversity, hope and human connection remain our most trusted allies.